afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Fridays at the Kauffie Company. It is a chill stream. We might have some visitors from people from the community, but if they don't turn up, they don't turn up. But at this moment in time, what we are doing is we are chilling. We are chilling. We've got the Jazz Hop Cafe on as always. I'm going to make a coffee before we introduce the guests because I have not made a coffee. Hopefully everyone is well. Hello. Big up everyone. Big up. Really chill day today, everyone. Really chill day. No arguments to be had. It's going to be wonderful. Let's make ourselves a coffee. TGI Friday. TGI Friday. How is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing? Got a couple of peeps in the chat. Let's make this do. Big up everyone, big up Mr. Chris Agenbar, big up, hopefully you're well, buddy. Mr. Phil P, woo! Big up Phil P, big up, Mr. Eugene, big up, hashtag Levy out, woo! Levy out. Yep. How is everyone doing? No idea if we're going to get any guests today. I've sent the link to a couple of people. I don't know if anyone else wants to jump on. As always, as by the rules of the Kauffie Company, if anyone wants to join, please message me directly. I do not put the link in the chat just in case we get a few unsavoury visitors, which most of us are unsavoury, but you never know who's going to turn up in the StreamYard. You never know who's going to turn up. So if you want to come on, please message me directly. But yeah, we are just chilling out at the moment. We are chilling out. It's been a long week. It has been a really long week. Really should turn this fireplace off. We'll see how it goes, but it usually knocks the bloody stream off. It's a pretty beefy fireplace. It makes it overheat. Big up, Stuart. Hopefully you're well. We shall be joined in the studio by Mr. Graham very shortly. He is going to arrive. So if anyone's got any questions for Mr. Graham when he gets here, feel free to ask him some questions. But this moment in time, we're just doing a chill stream. I like chill. More sweet than savoury, yeah. But I'm trying not to talk about football. But if someone wants to talk about football, no problem. I just don't care. I really do not care about football at the moment. I will send Mr. Eugene the link. There we go. He asked for it. Ask and you shall receive. But yeah, let's just talk about random stuff as per usual. It's the beautiful thing about the Kauffie Company is all these football fans converge on a non-football stream and we talk about other stuff. we do have lives outside of football. We like movies, we like food, we like many things. And the fact that we're all pigeonholed into one subject is a bit of a problem. So, if let's put on display names, the coffee's here. It is back. It is back. It's a banger of a tune. We're going to have this coffee, or at least a sip of it. Yeah, but we shouldn't be pigeonholed into one subject. We know about many things. We are a rather knowing bunch. It's getting dark so quickly now. It's ridiculous. I just need to get my ambiance lighting back. I need to send a message to the builder. She needs to install my LED lights. And then we can be super ambiance. No problem, no problem. Big up, big up, big up. How is everyone? What is everyone's plans for the weekend? Are people going to the Ajax parade, which me and Graham are going to at the weekend? I don't know if you're going, Mr. Stewart. Please send us questions. Yeah. What's your favourite coffee? As in variety or as in drink? Beverage, it's cappuccino. 100% every day of the week. And favourite coffee variety is Brazil Manteguera. I love Brazil Manteguera. Really chocolatey, really sweet. 800 or so altitude. That's what I like, personally. That's what I like. We haven't received our white chocolate yet. I am slightly worried. I am slightly worried that my white chocolate is not arriving until tomorrow. And I need that stuff. Otherwise, I will not be able to make my chocolate syrup for my snowball coffee. For anyone that missed it, we are doing a white chocolate syrup for Christmas. We're going to do white chocolate with a bit of cinnamon and nutmeg, with whole milk, and we're going to make it really sweet, really fatty, and really, really tasty. How many shots in a cappuccino? In Britain and the rest of the world, it's 2. In Italy, it is 1. But in Italy, it is a. Let's not drop my most expensive cup. It is, if you compare. Oh, Mr. Graham's here early. Big up. Yeah, cappuccino in Italy is smaller cup, but 1 shot. Hello, sir.
Hello, sir.
You all right?
Very well, thank you.
Hello, James. Hello. Lovely to see you. Hey, Ben, what's up? How many cups of coffee do you drink on an average day? I drink 2. One in the morning and 1 at about 2 o'clock, usually when I start the stream. But today I've drunk 1 at 3:30 because it's for the stream. Cappuccino. Sorted. Brilliant. We're going to make Mr. Graham a cappuccino with the Tottenham on Tour coffee, which you should all drink.
Which is superb.
Which is superb. That's not it.
No.
Where is it? Everyone needs to drink the Tottenham on Tour coffee.
It's the best.
It's called Coffee on Tour. Great stuff. Everyone's saying good afternoon to you, Graham.
Afternoon, everyone.
And we're going to be joined by Mr. Ian Ferguson and by Mr. Eugene soon, so that should be fun.
Right.
I must drink about 7 to 8 cups of tea a day. Yeah, I can't drink that much caffeine.
Right, about 7 cups of coffee yesterday.
Bloody hell. Need to slow down, Graham.
I had one when I got up.
Yeah.
I had one, that was about 7:30.
Yeah.
I had one about 10 o'clock. I had one at lunchtime with my lunch. I had one mid-afternoon. I had one when my missus come back from shopping.
You must have been bloody buzzing.
No, not really.
Well, I drink 4, I'm buzzing.
If I was having your coffee, I'd probably drink about no more than probably 3 or 4.
It's the whole enjoyment factor.
Yeah. What's happening, man? Anything?
Chilling out. Chilling out. Nothing to do. Nothing to do.
So we need Sunday to sort of communicate when we get there.
Yeah. The Kaufman family are the least savvy. We do not plan. We're not good planners. I don't know if we're going straight home after the cenotaph, whether we're going to somewhere for dinner. My dad doesn't know. He doesn't even know what he's going to have for dinner. He has no idea. It's a real problem. It makes us all stressed.
Who's going just?
Myself, my dad, and my mother.
Oh, just baby. Right.
I doubt my brother and sister-in-law are coming with the 2 kids. I doubt it.
Right.
Really, they should. But taking Elijah out to town.
I bet.
Oh, he's a nightmare. But at least he says the 2 important words.
Leave me out.
Yeah. That's what as soon as he sees me, that's what he says. He probably thinks my name's Levy out.
Without looking a bit like him, though.
That was so funny, the remembrance service last Sunday. As soon as it went quiet for the minute silence, he shouted at the top of his lungs, "Leave me out."
That was really fun. Where you go?
Wow.
Where about?
Just by where the War Memorial is in the mountain.
Oh, right.
Up on the green opposite ZZ's.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I showed my face up at the top of the which way
Yeah.
go to cheap. Lots of people up there now.
Good afternoon, Mr. Eugene, or good evening to you. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing well, doing well. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
That's good, that's good. No, I don't know, just chilling out, like you said. I just reached home, had my dinner, and you came on. And you're a bit late today. Usually
Yes,
you
we usually
on
have our
about
guitar lesson on a Friday, so we start late. On a Friday, it's
Yeah.
always a later start.
that's why. That's good for me.
Yeah.
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 How things, Ben? I hear the weather's not too good over your side.
1 to 2 companies. Big up, Jacob. Big up.
Yeah, big up, Jacob. Yeah,
Big up. Big up.
big up.
Big up. What's the plan for this weekend, Eugene?
Work.
Work. Work.
Yeah, work. You know, I work in a restaurant, so weekends is just work. Right?
Yeah.
But maybe because my off days now are on Monday, then maybe I'll have a good after work on Sunday because the World Cup match starts on
Yeah.
more or less Sunday about 11 p.m. The opening ceremonies and all that. About 10 p.m. it starts then.
For once,
Yeah,
football games at a decent time for you.
yeah, no, it's okay. Usually, games at these times are actually decent for me because I'm. If you see, like now, the World Cup games are gonna start something like 6 p.m., 9 p.m., 12 p.m., and 3 a.m. That
Oh, bloody
means the
hell.
6 p.m. and the 9 p.m. games, right? I'm working.
Yeah.
So yeah, so not that.
It's going to suck. 1 o'clock football matches here in the UK. It's not fun.
Mm,
1 o'clock PM. What do? Do you go to work? Do you stay at home? Do you go to the
mm,
pub? Do you not go to the
mm.
pub?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just maybe sneak a peek
Go to
here
the
and there
pub,
while
yeah.
the games are going on while I'm working. Right, and that's how it goes. But hey, big up, Phil.
Big
Right.
up, Phil P. Big up, Phil
Yeah,
P.
big up. But I don't know. World Cup's coming. I don't know. I used to be very excited about the World Cup
Yeah.
last time, right? But I think soon as you grow older, it just and especially being Malaysian, right? We'll never ever see a Malaysian team in the World Cup. So like I said, my surrogate country that I support is England,
Yeah.
and England performs like Spurs. Right? They've not won anything since 1966, like
Yeah.
Spurs. We've not won anything since the 60s. So I guess it is what it is. Big up, Bobby K.
Big up,
Big up.
Bobby. Hopefully you're well, buddy. If you
Yeah.
are not working, Bobby K, give us a shout and then you can jump on. You've got the link.
Mhm.
I think Bobby's working, so I doubt he can join. He's
Maybe.
also saying, yeah, big up, big up.
Yeah. Bobby drive the bus properly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not excited about this tournament at all. I'd
Mm.
hate that it's taken Tottenham away from us.
Mm.
This is Tottenham time. It's like what Graham tells his missus. From the months of August till May, you're divorced because we're watching Tottenham. That's what you tell
No,
her.
not divorced. We're separated.
You're a football widow. And now they've taken. So what is this?
Yeah. Nah, I don't know. Maybe when it starts, then I'll get excited. But to tell the truth, I've got a funny feeling Qatar is going to be the surprise package this season, this World Cup. Yeah. Right, with all the corruption going on, so I guess they must just buy their ways to the semifinals.
No, you're not allowed to booze. I'm not going to talk about the stuff behind the scenes, but who knows?
Oh no, yeah, I don't know.
All I
I
know
think
is I
they
can't.
made-
I can't watch football without beer, so I'm out.
No, I mean you're not there, so I mean you can watch football away from there and drink more beer than you want. Because I
Yeah.
heard some
I will
interviews
drink
and all that.
for them.
Yeah, yeah, I was hearing some interviews that if you're in Qatar and they will have these beer stations and all that, right? And beer
Yeah.
gardens, whatever. The beer prices are crazy.
No, today they've renegated on it. So there's no
Yeah.
booze.
Yeah. What? There's no booze now. Oh dear.
No booze.
Booze in the fan.
No, changed it. They changed that. Yeah, the only way
They changed it again.
hotel. They not anywhere in the surrounding
How
stadiums.
comes that the people who are in the executive boxes are getting alcohol?
It's because it's stupid.
No, Graham, it's because of corruption. Yeah, I guess the what called the executive boxes, the director boxes, right? They'll be popping champagnes there. Right, no booze. Yeah. It's only the normal people don't get to drink. Yeah.
But
Like the super rich will get to drink, I guess. Right.
who knows? Who knows?
They pay fee for £60 million.
63.
£60 million every 4 years.
Yeah.
Who?
Budweiser.
Budweiser. For who? For Spurs?
No, FIFA.
FIFA. For the World Cup.
FIFA.
And yes,
FIFA has turned into a business now.
Yeah.
As that. That's all.
It's really sad. It's really sad. But
it's no more about the football. It's all about the business. So I guess
as long as they're telling me not to go to Newbreed on Monday and drink craft IPA from the wonderful country of Great Britain, I'm okay. That's where I should. If I am watching the game on Monday, that's where I will be.
I think it'd be better to watch it from far away. That's how I feel. Yeah.
Oh, bloody hell.
Hello.
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 I am on stream, Farsh.
Are you?
Yeah, but you can have the chair.
Hello.
This is Mr. Graham. This is my dad.
Oh, hello.
So
You're not cooking then?
I am cooking.
Are you cooking coffee?
Yeah.
Tell me a lot about you.
Mr. Kaufman is in the house.
All the coffins are in the house.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not coming shortly.
Oh, God.
Last we meet. Yeah. A joint love of Tottenham. We do. Yeah. Apparently, beer's been banned in the World Cup. Apparently, it has. Yeah. Which I can't quite work out. But can I sit in the corner then, Benny?
Yes. Move my back.
Looks very busy here.
It is.
Why is it so busy?
Because I haven't got any shelves because you didn't install them.
That's not very busy.
Big up, Bobby.
Mr. Eugene.
Hi, Stephanie. Yeah. Big up to Ben's dad. Yeah.
I got William's lunch.
Drive carefully, Bobby K.
He'll probably want one as well.
There's a problem, Farsh. You lot didn't tell me you were arriving.
No, he likes people on his toes.
Big up, Hoover.
That's very kind of you, Dan. First decent coffee I've had.
Hello, Mr. Bobby K's in the building saying hello to the boss. Big up, Kuva. Hopefully you're doing well.
Yeah.
Big up. So were we watching the game on Monday or not?
England against Iran.
Game on Monday.
In the Goose, Wolverhampton.
Oh. Let us know where everyone is watching the game. Let us know if the Kit Kat is a biscuit or a chocolate bar, which everyone knows is a chocolate bar.
Yeah, we've gone from 12 to 3.
12 to 3, yeah.
No, I'm saying there was 2 of us going out. Now
Yeah.
there's 3 of us.
Drink for 12 people.
I'll drink for myself.
Afternoon, everyone's saying afternoon. Yeah, but I'm not excited about this game at all, Eugene. At all.
Well, we'll get excited. I want to watch Dyer fail.
Oh, Mr. Ian is here. Hello, Mr. Ian, sir. How are you, buddy?
Hi, Ian.
Oh, I can't hear you, Ian.
Jim.
You're muted. You are totally muted. Technical difficulties, as always. This is when... Say sorry, I can't...
Yeah.
There we go. How are
There
you?
you go. Benny, Eugene, what's up, guys? Everyone in the chat.
Good. We are...
I'm
This
doing
is the pre-World Cup waiting crew, apparently. We're waiting for the most unexciting tournament on the planet. As someone that is stateside, how excited are you coming into this tournament?
Me personally, honestly, since it's the U.S. men's team, and I am very much one of those folks who thinks the U.S. women's team is our national team, personally, just because they're awesome. Yeah. But I would say, look, like the only expectation I have is like just beat England, and everything else would just be a perk, really.
You know that's happening because we're awful. We are awful.
Yeah, that's how I was telling Ben. I'm just waiting.
We're awful.
Yeah. Waiting for Dyer to be really Dyer.
It's like this has been the only time in probably the last like 5 months where I've been excited to see Eric Dyer's name in a lineup. I'm like, yes, we actually have a chance here.
England backline.
Yeah.
It's nearly as bad as the Spurs backline.
It is. It's worse.
Yeah.
the four jokers we're calling them: Luke Shaw, Eric Dyer, Harry Maguire, and Trent Alexander-Arnold. The team that can't defend.
No, but Ben, I tell you, right? If Southgate brings in Dyer, right, he's not going to play a back four. He knows Dyer's shit in the back four. He's
Or
just going to ask
that. Or does he?
Yeah. Or does he know that?
How has Biaki Tamori not been got in that side?
Oh.
That's the one. Tamori
And the guy at Palace.
or Chris Smalling.
Yeah.
Chris Smalling's quality for Roma.
Mm. But no.
That's a cost
Southgate will always pick his favorites, right?
Right.
But this World Cup, I feel, is a bit weird, because every World Cup that we go to, right, we get to see at least two pre World Cup games to actually see how the teams and the countries, how they gel, how they're going to play together. But this World Cup is like you're going in, right, and you don't know what's happening. For all you know, right, all the big teams are going to fail.
Yeah.
Right, because the smaller countries, right, that don't have the players in the top leagues, they will be gelling together all the time.
Right.
It's all the big clubs, the big countries, right? Their players, right, they're just coming in from the leagues, and how much time will they have? Right,
Well, they have a week to prepare for the game.
A week. Oh my gosh.
For the most part, I would say in terms of the most successful teams recently have all been teams that have had like 1, 2, or 3 teams in there. Like look at the old Spain team that dominated. They were made up of Barcelona players and Real Madrid players, which is why they were so good because they didn't need to gel the team. Other teams that have had Germany were very much a very Bayern Munich and Netherlands, Ajax players. Yeah.
Well, let me ask this. So let's sort of take like the inverse of that. A bunch of these like club teams, like even in the big 5 leagues, or just even in like a few of the like smaller leagues that aren't exactly sending a bunch of their players out.
Yeah.
You think there's a possibility because what? So from the time the World Cup ends to the time like the leagues start back up, that's about a week or so, right?
Yeah.
You think there could be like a couple of chances for a few of these like smaller teams that didn't send anybody to the World Cup to possibly make up some ground? I think it could happen, but I'm not like expecting like just, it's like I'm not expecting I don't know, who's at the bottom of our league, like with Wolves, right? I'm not expecting Wolves to basically show up and just beat City senseless here by any means, right? But I don't know.
But Ian, Brentford just beat City.
That's right.
Yeah,
and we didn't take the player responsible for that beating, probably because of his. Do you reckon that was because of the issues around his betting thing? Because Ivan Toney is
230 charges. 223 charges. That's crazy.
130? Like, dude, like here in the US, man, like we called that just a regular Wednesday. Jesus, man. Like 230 incidents of just betting. Yikes.
Yeah.
It's a syndicate.
I guess.
It's a syndicate itself.
Mercy.
It's absolutely crazy that some of the.
My biggest.
We haven't taken our best squad at all.
But my biggest fear is that, right, all the players that have gone to the World Cup, depending how far you go into the stages, right, but fatigue plus injuries will happen. You'll see that. Some of the players who are not actually in the active leagues, right, the big 5 leagues in the world, they're going to go and smash all these big 5 players. Sure, they're going to give them a hell of a time. They're going to cut them down. They don't care anymore, right? So why should they worry, right?
Yeah.
And then they, right, you have to look left, you have to look right, and you won't even have time to recover to go back and play for your own club team. So your mind will be weighing, right? Before the World Cup, I might not be giving 100% for my club. Then when you go to play for your country, right, you'll be saying that, how far can I go? Will I push it all the way? Right. Will Harry Kane go in 110% and come back to Spurs burn out? Yeah. That's how I see it.
No.
And I think most of the top players will be burnt out by the time they come back in December.
Oh, they're going to be exhausted. Yeah.
And the weather is going to kill them. Because
it's going from cold weather to
hot extreme.
extreme hot and then going back to cold again.
Extreme cold.
Wait, it's not extreme cold. It's actually all right at the moment. It's not that.
When they come back, it'll be extreme cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they come back,
It'll
it'll
be
be extreme
cold here. It'll be cold, but it's going to be. It's the fact we're not having a month-long winter break and then restarting in February is a joke.
It's insane. Yeah, like it's completely insane.
But that's the EPL, right? So money comes first. Players, it doesn't matter.
Right. And I think in the Bundesliga, I think like they regularly have like a month break.
Yeah,
I think, right?
The Spanish league, the Italian league, the Bundesliga, they all have their winter break, right?
Right.
Yeah, they used to. Then their winter break used to be 1 month, but nowadays with so many games, right? Their winter break even has been cut down to 2 weeks or 3 weeks or something like that. So I don't know. Like I said,
they should be
money is more important.
But the World Cup final is on the 24th, isn't it? 18th.
18th,
The first Premier League game is the 26th. They get back. They've got to play immediately. 1 week of training and they're back in.
And you would think also too, though, like they're spending basically a month in a different, like just like not only in a different time zone, it's like so many time zones ahead, right? They have to like deal with that as well. Like it's like, it's like this is just a crap. This is just a crap idea in every conceivable way.
Yeah. And of course, it's too hot over here to grow a beard.
But it's really ridiculous that they've got to go from extreme heat to cold in a matter of days and play football. These players, they'll be lucky if there aren't major injuries when they come back, which they will be. And
to tell the truth, Ben, right? These players, right, coming from the cold, going to the hot now, right? They have only like 7 or 10 days to acclimatize to the weather there. A lot of them are going to get muscle issues. You watch and see. A lot of them will get muscle issues, and muscle issues, right, are the worst injuries to recover from. Yeah. Right. So I guess let's see, and then from then, when you get acclimatized to the hot, then you go back to the cold. Watch what's going to happen.
It's awful.
Everything's going to break. I'm just waiting to watch Man City get their squad decimated by about 80%. And let's see if
I don't want Man City squad be decimated because it means Arsenal win the league, and that would be a disaster.
No, Arsenal will have their first team. They have about 8 players gone to the World Cup, so
they've got some good.
They'll be decimated too.
Some of their main players are not. Thomas Partey's not going to the World Cup, is he?
I don't think he is. No.
Going to the World Cup, isn't he? Ghana did go to the World. Are going to the World Cup, so yeah.
Partey's in the World Cup. They've got 8 players in there. The only players that are not in the World. Martinelli, Jesus. But the question is that whether do they play or not?
So when does Granit? Speaking of Arsenal, when does Granit Xhaka pick up his inevitable red in the World Cup? Is it in the group stage? Is it in the second group stage game? The first? Who knows? Like I feel like we could really have like some fun like with this because let's be real, he will get a red at some point for reasons. I don't know. He just will. So
he's been playing well recently, and he's not been. He seems to have cut that out of his game, which is bizarre because clearly you can teach an old dog new tricks. Apparently,
pisses me off.
It's really annoying.
But you never know. Maybe he might not get a red card or something. Maybe he'll just get an injury and he'll be out until next year.
Switzerland won't last long though. Switzerland, they haven't got that great of a team.
Who do they have this year?
Well, it's like the closest thing that like so this was about 10 years ago in Major League Baseball. One of the pitchers for one of the clubs, he basically just like completely threw his arm out, had to basically get like season-ending surgery for it. One of the other players on one of the other teams was like asked about this, right? Because I think he used to play for them. And he's given like a very like respectful answer and stuff, but one of his teammates is in the background acting like he just hit the jackpot. And so the person who's like interviewing him is like, surely your teammate is not happy that this person is going to like miss like the entire year. And the person who's being interviewed just gets this like just massive smile on his face. He's like, No, he's not that. He's just glad that he's going to get the best medical care in the world and hoping he comes back stronger next year just with this shit-eating grin on his face. So, granted, Xhaka, it's kind of how I'm feeling about him. So, just, I don't wish anyone hurt, but, you're that rich, you're going to be okay.
I want every Arsenal player to not get injured at the World Cup. I want them to play as long as possible so they're exhausted.
Exactly.
That's what I want.
Yes.
That's true.
That's what we want.
Yeah. But like you say, who has gone? Martinelli's there.
Martinelli's there. Jesus is there. Thomas Partey's there. Ben White.
Ben White.
They got
Ramsdale's there too. Ramsdale's there too.
Saka.
And even one of their goalkeepers, Matt Turner, he's one of the 3 for the U.S. So, of all the time.
I heard Matt Turner is going to be the number 1 choice for you.
Actually, he's not bad. He is not a bad player. Like, it's one of those things where I'm like, look, I will root for you because you're in the national team, but after that, I hate you. Yeah. Kind of like
Tomiyasu will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tomiyasu will be there. He played for Japan too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. He will be. Yeah.
All we know is, Ian, shoot on sight against Matt Turner because he never plays for Arsenal. So shoot on sight, England. Shoot on sight.
Right.
Just keep on shooting. 40 yards out. If there's a shot at goal,
take it.
Fair enough.
It's like the thing I'm kind of curious about because the MLS season just ended basically at the beginning of the month, but the playoffs had been going on for basically all of October, and I'm just curious because there's a few folks on our back line that play for MLS clubs that either didn't make the playoffs or didn't last very long in the playoffs. I'm just kind of wondering what their shape is going to be like because it's sort of like an England thing. Our head coach of our national team, he likes the players he likes and doesn't deviate from that at all, which is infuriating. So
in the US, it's probably easier to do that because there's a smaller group of players where we've got so many good players.
Right.
And he still picks crap players.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that I don't understand. It's I wish that and I think the US will eventually get to that point. It's going to be a while though, but that's a good problem to have. And Eric Dyer, are you kidding me? Come on, man. It's I will root for him when he plays for Spurs, but dude, what are you doing? But hey, as a US fan, as long as Harry Kane has one bad game and that's against us, I'm happy, honestly.
Eric Dyer is going to put in a barnstormer performance and score a hat-trick against the US.
I know.
Yeah. But guys, for all you know, right, Dyer might not even get to play.
Everybody
he's playing. He's playing.
Yeah.
He's
playing. Shut up, Catman. Shut up.
Yeah,
Catman. No, he doesn't. Catman putting on his Canadian hat, saying no. Get England out.
England out. That's all I'm asking for. Not much.
That's what I'm asking for. So Harry Kane doesn't get injured.
There you go. Yeah.
But I know the times are weird, right? So I guess everyone has got to adapt to World Cup games, times, and all that. So I guess in the US, your times will be in the mornings, right?
Let me see here. I actually have these in my calendar.
Yeah.
1 second here.
Ian is prepared.
If it's 9 p.m. my time in Malaysia, it's 12 hours to 14 hours your time. You guys will be watching it at 7 a.m. or 9 a.m.
Yeah,
in the morning.
some will be at 5 in the morning.
So since I'm on East Coast time here in the States, so we play Wales on the 21st. That kickoff for us is 2 p.m. That's not bad at all.
No, that's not bad.
And then the day after our Thanksgiving, Black Friday, the 25th, we play England at 2 p.m. So basically, you're going to have theoretically a bunch of hungover U.S. folks. Everyone's home. Not saying everyone's watching that game, but every U.S. soccer fan is going to be tuning in just because it just happens to be U.S. England. So yeah, that could be fun.
You know, it's going to be 7 o'clock in the evening, England, US. Everyone's going to boo the national anthem, which I don't agree with. But that's what it's going to be. Every single football fan is going to be watching that game in the United Kingdom. Hopefully, England wins. That's going to be. And if there are any US fans in the UK, we apologise in advance because it's going to get a bit rowdy. It is going to. That's England, Wales.
And that game, right, will be about 3 a.m. my time, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
England, Wales. That's going to be fun.
That's going to be a really good game.
That'll be a home derby. Yeah. That'll be Gareth Bale against Harry Kane. Oh my God, Gareth Bale against Eric Dyer.
Gareth Bale versus Eric Dyer and Harry Maguire next Tuesday.
Gareth Bale is going to turn back the clock on those guys. He's going to take. You would think he was 10 years younger when he's just running right at them, and just Eric Dyer's like, "Oh crap, what am I doing?"
Hopefully, he just takes him out. That's what I would just take him out. Give him the reducer, as we call it.
Belgium losing
to Egypt right now. That's a good sign for us.
And that's the weird thing. Belgium gets to play a friendly match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are they playing the friendly? Are they playing in Qatar or like Riyadh, or where are they playing? They're in Egypt.
I think the U.S. might be hold on here. I'm actually checking ESPN right now to see if the U.S. even have one too.
Yeah. And the weird thing is that straight after the the opening match, the opening ceremony and the game, right? The next match that comes along is the England and Iran game first, right? That's game number 2.
In Kuwait, apparently. It is in Kuwait.
Oh, in Kuwait.
It's not that far. But why aren't England playing why have they not played they should be playing a friendly.
No, because the time is too close.
But they need to be warming up. They haven't played as a team. They're going to be so rusty. Haven't played with each other since August, really. I don't know when the last friendly game was. It was August, September.
Yeah, somewhere there.
Egypt are winning 2-0, apparently.
Yep.
Yeah, but they won't go all out, right? Belgium's not going to risk any injuries.
Yeah, it's fitness and it's like it's pre-season. It's fitness only.
Fitness.
Acclimatization.
Another thing is acclimatization to the weather, right? The heat and all that. Right?
Yeah, like I would be shocked. I would be shocked if like the Belgians are just going right at this game. I'd be shocked.
Yeah.
And don't be surprised you might get a shock result, England against Iran, because Iran most probably they're acclimatized.
Yeah.
Right. So most of the players aren't playing in the big leagues, so I guess they'll be more.
They'll be motivated.
Yeah, they're more in tune in it and motivated. That's the other thing. Right.
I would think Iran, especially with everything that's like happening over there right now, I would think like, if a few players just go out for a walk after the game or something and just never come back and just happen to find themselves on a plane heading west, I don't feel like too many of them are going to really complain right now, because apparently I would say like Iran literally has like the most to play for, just because, you don't want to return home, a certain way. So
it's
quite a dodgy thing to do, but the country will go after you. That's the weird part.
We're going to try and keep it non-political, but they will turn up. They will turn up. The Iranian team.
And guess who's their manager?
I can't remember.
Carlos Queiroz.
He's a good manager.
Yeah.
What he's doing.
All right.
They've got Carlos Queiroz. Most probably they'll say, "You see Dyer? Go for it." You see Maguire? Yeah, he's always ball watching. So I guess it is what it is. But
I'm not interested in at all in this World Cup, but it's just like hopefully they just turn up.
No, I'm interested in it. I want to see what kind of weird results we're going to get. I tell you,
there's going to be some weird results.
Weird results. Right. I predict Qatar to beat Ecuador 2-0.
That'd be hilarious.
No, they're going to beat them, Ian. I tell you, because they already bought the Ecuadorian players, according to some tweets.
Oh no, like I would be completely.
allegedly.
Allegedly, okay,
We
allegedly.
use
Yeah.
the word allegedly,
Allegedly,
because we're not going to get in trouble.
Yeah.
But who knows what's going to happen this World Cup? I
Mm.
don't see Qatar progressing out of the group personally, even with this so-called news. I don't know if it's news or not, but I don't see them progressing.
But then they are the most acclimatized team. They will be the most together because I guess this Qatar team will be spending, I think, the last month preparing for this World Cup together, right? And all these other teams from all over the world are coming in unknown, not knowing the weather, not knowing the situation, not knowing everything, and they don't have time to prepare. So I guess they might have a good chance to get out of the group stage. I like I told you, I predict them to go all the way to semifinals, like what South Korea did in 2002.
The question is, what are those stadiums?
Allegedly with the help of VAR.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
What are those stadiums going to feel like with the air conditions, the so-called air conditioning that you cannot air condition
Yeah. No.
an open stadium unless the stadium is closed.
You can air condition the fans, but you're not going to air condition the players.
No, like it's going to be terrible.
It's going to be unbelievable. What is it? 45 degrees centigrade on a good day.
Yeah.
That's it. The first game for us that starts is at 6 p.m. That means the first game that starts over there is going to be about like 3 or 4 p.m. Qatari time.
It's going to be unbearable.
Yeah.
They need to have at least 4 drinks breaks during that game every 15 minutes.
I mean, like I can remember watching 2014 when they had it in Brazil, and some geniuses decided to put a stadium in the middle of the Amazon.
Yeah.
You would think because it was the semis where the Germans beat the Brazilians like 6-7-1, and just like everyone's like, okay, let's just put aside the just awkwardness of the home team getting beat in their own forest, but like, who thought it was a great idea to put it in the middle of just like the most humid area of the entire country? Like, my God, that is.
What's that stadium called? I can't remember what that stadium.
Manaus. It was in Manaus.
It's Manaus.
Yeah, it was in Manaus. So that was supposed to be the capital of the Amazon or something like that, right?
That's a very difficult game.
Imagine, Ian,
as well.
who decided to put the World Cup in the desert?
A lot of corrupt, rich folks. That's wait. A lot of allegedly corrupt.
Yeah, we're going to be saying allegedly a lot.
Allegedly.
Yes.
As most people know,
you got to change the title of the show, the Allegedly Show.
Yeah, it is the Allegedly Show.
The alleged hangout show.
On the last 10 minutes, because we are only doing an hour today, because we've got to do some things. I've got to bloody clean my shop.
Same here.
What can we talk about that's not World Cup related? What movies are you guys looking forward to for the rest of the year? Because it is that show where we're not supposed to talk football, but we do talk football.
That's right.
Movies, you boys
I'm just trying to find time to watch Wakanda Forever.
I need to watch that too. Yeah, I need to see.
I haven't had time to go and actually sit down. Look, I mean, we watch it in the cinema. Yeah, because if you watch any Marvel episode, you should watch it in the cinema, not watch it at home on TV.
Right.
Yeah, you need to get the full.
What is your favorite snack going to the movies?
Nothing. I don't know anything.
Crunch and munch.
Crunch and munch. No popcorn. Sweet and salted butter popcorn.
Oh man, I hate that stuff. Hate it.
Really? It's bloody
good. Yeah. Like just because like here, like they just put so much on it, and I'm like, no, dude. Like I'm not trying to have just like greasy hands. Just not.
That's the best part. The greasy hands.
Hate that stuff. Oh yeah. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
And
the terrible sodas.
No.
Always, it's Tango Ice Blast is the best thing to have in the UK. The slushies. We have Tango slushies, and they are bloody delicious. And one thing, Ian, that big news this week coming from your side of the world. You will be able to fly direct to Heathrow now. How does that feel?
It feels great. The first, I think so. So yeah, direct flight from Cincinnati to Heathrow on British starts in like early June, I want to say. But that's also the same weekend that my brother is getting like married. So we will see here. But that said, though, season doesn't really kick off until what, August, right? Like the end of August. So, might have to.
Next season is middle of August. I think they're gonna start, or early August.
August, yeah.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, Ian, is your brother's wedding. F off your brother's wedding. Get on a plane.
I'm the best man, dude. I have to be there.
Nah.
How long is the flight direct from Cincinnati to Heathrow?
Well, I've never made that flight, but I would say conservatively, you're looking at maybe somewhere in that 6-8 hour range. But right now, like you usually have to like do a layover in either like Boston, New York, Charlotte, Philly, like just like one of those. But yeah, with this, hopefully that'll cut that down. And right now, like it's like I was just on Google Flights last night, just looking around, and apparently like flights from like Cincinnati or Columbus, for basically anywhere in Europe right now, like prices have like fallen for us pretty well here. So hopefully those hold up for the next like 6-7 months. That'd be great.
Be brilliant.
I guess with the markets
Big
opening
up,
up, more
big
planes
up,
and
big up.
with the planes flying more around, right? So I guess the prices will come back down.
Yeah.
Right, but not as low as what it was in pre-COVID, but it'll get there slowly.
I can remember right where I would say like right when it was fairly early on in like COVID, when folks were like realizing, oh, this is a thing. I can remember like some airlines in Europe were offering like, hey, like, well, just fly to Rome for like $7,500. I was like, you know what? That doesn't sound too bad. But also, we didn't know what we didn't know then. But still, I was like, man, that'd be great.
Yeah.
$75 to fly to Rome would be brilliant.
That'd be amazing. That'd be great.
I mean, a flight to Italy is £30 each way. So to get that sort of money, from the United States, that's silly money.
Right.
That's silly.
Yeah.
It cost me what is it, $500 Canadian to go to Canada. So
yeah. So I was at the hockey game last night. Entertaining as hell, mostly because Columbus can't play to save their lives. But they had like a Tim Hortons thing like in the stadium. I just saw that, man, and like I just thought of you, man. Like I just died laughing. It was great.
That's still the best video clip ever. Me drinking Tim Hortons. Is there actually coffee inside here?
Isn't that bad?
Yeah, it's bad.
It's like I love that it did just because it turned out exactly how I thought it would. It was amazing.
Amazingly bad.
It was one of the worst experiences I've ever drunk in my life.
But
yeah,
coffee. Yeah.
To be fair, it wasn't as bad as the Mars Diner in Eglinton, Toronto. That was even worse.
Oh man, that sounds rough.
It was lava. It was bitter lava.
Oh, dude, like that is character building coffee, dude. That is character building.
No, character building coffee is the stuff Kiva talks about in Norway when they're on the fjord at 4 a.m. They've got a big pot of the stuff. That's character building.
That sounds amazing. Yeah. It's like the same one pot that's been handed down generation after generation, hasn't been washed ever. So who knows what's actually in there? Yeah.
Tar.
Straight up, just straight up Scandinavian tar.
Yeah. Which is funny because the Scandinavians are probably the best at coffee, pound for pound. The Scandinavians are really good. Scandinavian coffee is legendary. The Australians are brilliant. The Scandinavians are brilliant. We're getting there in Britain because we've got the amalgamation of everyone. We've got the Italians, we've got the Australians, we've got the Scandinavians, we've got the American. It's a melting pot of all the baristas. The best French guys, the best Spanish guys, the best everyone. Right. Lithuania, Poland, they're all here, and they're all learning together. So
that means you blend the beans or what?
No, we just talk with each other and we make each other better. Yeah. We share ideas. It's a collaboration.
Yeah, it's like I could say like down here in like Cincy, like so I live in so even though like I'm technically in the city, I live like in like the most northern neighborhood, right? Just like I'm closer to the burbs than I am to like the actual like city itself. But like just the amount of just coffee culture in Southwest Ohio is amazing.
Yeah.
It's great. Like what a time to be alive. And to answer Catman's question, lifelong suffering Cincinnati Bengals fan.
Yeah.
Lifelong.
All right. I'm a Niners fan, so yeah.
Hey, there you go.
I haven't chosen a team. All I know is I like the color of the Minnesota Vikings because of the TV show How I Met Your Mother.
That's well. It's like the NFL had the Buccaneers and I forget who else they were playing like last week in like Munich.
Yeah.
80,000 sellout.
Yeah.
And like some folks are just thinking like, could we have the Super Bowl there? I'm like, well, that'd be nice, but also it's unaffordable for the actual fans of the teams to go now. So you want to tack on like an extra $500 flight?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, who knows? But like, hey, like I'm just glad the NFL is spreading the wonderful game across Europe before everyone allegedly dies of brain trauma issues. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm. All I know is I might start supporting the Buffalo Bills because I've got a friend from Rochester, New York that supports the Buffalo Bills. And he always takes the piss out of me for supporting Tottenham. So maybe I can bring my bad luck to even more the Bills, despite the fact the Bills are known for, boy, I love losing Super Bowls. Okay.
So one of my best friends from college, both of his parents like grew up around there, right? Like and for like the majority of my life, okay, it's like they made like 4 straight Super Bowls. You're never gonna see that ever again. But like for the majority of like my life, the Bills have just been trash, right? So to see them like actually be like good and playing football the way it should, basically in 3 feet of snow as the good Lord intended, it just warms like my heart. But also, if the Bengals ever want to win a Super Bowl in the next few years, they have to go through the Bills and Kansas City. So both are two teams, notoriously hard places to play at.
I know on the last, it's because the Bills game actually has been moved to Detroit because of the snowstorm. It's been moved.
Possibly 6 feet of snow.
Yeah, tonight.
Sounds about right for up there.
When you talk about the Chiefs, right? I was actually watching the last Super Bowl that the Niners were in, right? So, what a loss! Yeah, what a loss.
Yep.
Yeah. So, but to tell you the truth, I started to actually watch the NFL in the 80s. You know, when Montana was playing. So, so that's how you got on the Niners, because of Montana.
Right. Yeah. It's like, and just because like it's been just like a part of like U.S. sports culture for over 100 years, just like like soccer is like basically everywhere else. You using your guys' word. That's all. Okay. All right. Okay. Fine. Then foosball. Anyway, it's like in just seeing just the evolution of that, like there are just the all-time greats, like even like the sports, it's like even the game commentators, right? Just a few of them are just like icons, but like I just like just how the NFL is just like, hey, like we'll do this to earn this. I'm just like, just play the game.
Yeah, play the game.
Like obviously, like have players' safety in mind, obviously, right? But like. But when like a certain like scandal erupts with a player or a team owner or just like something else, like don't go out of your way to shoot yourself in the foot. Yeah, like you guys already have like the reputation of like the most like hard-headed like league in the US. Don't make it worse.
Yeah.
But all these concussion problems with the NFL now, right? Only now they're talking about it, and it's been going on for so long, right?
Right.
And not to say that, right? And sooner or later, these concussion problems are going to slowly seep into football too, because
Mhm.
the signs are all there, right?
Oh, yeah.
Any contact sports, right? Any contact sports that you have where you're going to use your head, right?
Yeah.
To do something, right? So you will have problems.
Yeah.
There are, it's like there have already been like Hall of Fame players who have said like, no, it's like if like my kids or my grandkids want to play, they aren't going to play because like it's just not safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, it's like
But that's the risk you take, right? You imagine in the 70s and the 60s, right? When our football was made out of real hide,
Mhm.
and it was like heavy, and you had to hit it, right?
Yeah.
It was like hitting a brick.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's like so when let me see here. So like my dad played high school football, so we're talking like the late 60s here. Back when they had like the like single bar like basement and a mask and like all of that, right? He actually so this was like the first game. This was the first game of his like senior year. He takes a helmet right to his knee, blows his knee out. Like it's like and just like, and you think back then, right? Like how thin that padding was, if they even had it, right? Like it's just a miracle he can walk right now, right? But like he just blew out his knee. It's just like this helmet straight onto it. I was like, yikes. Not a fan of that.
Yeah, not a fan of that at all. And unfortunately, we do actually have to end the stream here because we've got to bloody do some things. But
same here, actually.
Eugene, where can we find you in the next week?
Monday I'll be doing a watch along for the England-Iran game. So most probably of course on Spurs Vision TV, right? On YouTube, right? If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, right? Most probably I'll be having some Malaysian fans on. I'll have one from Manchester United and one from West Ham. Some of my regular Malaysian. And I'm still looking for another Malaysian Spurs fan to join me, right? Live. Still can't find one. They're really enigma here. So we'll see. Let's see. And maybe a couple of Spurs fans from the UK who are not actually getting drunk in some pub or something, watching the game at 1 p.m. at 1 p.m. lunchtime, right? Let's see how it goes. I've already sent the links out, and let's see how that goes, right? Hope to see you then, right? Usually we get weird reactions, right? Because I never sync my times watching live watch-alongs. It's always like a delayed reaction from 1, 2, 3 kind of goes around.
It's like you got to do something about that. And Ian, where can
where you can find me. So assuming Twitter is going to exist in like 3 hours, who knows at this point. You can find me over at Ferg's Spurs. Basically, it is basically my like Spurs burner Twitter account. Basically come there for come for the really awful takes, for the even worse hot takes. As far as Ben, is anyone planning a live stream of? Well, actually, no, not live stream. A watch along of the USA England match.
We are Tottenham TV.
Okay, all righty. I will try to hop on.
How do you spell that, Ian?
Spurs. Actually, let me see if I can.
Send it in the private chat. Send it in the private chat.
That's right. Yeah. That's why it's
there. And thank you all so much for watching. It's been a really chill stream today. I've got to clean and probably do some stuff and have a chat with Mr. Graham. Thank you all for watching. And as always, if you smell what the cough is brewing, thank you all so much for watching. Leave me out. Weekend, and we will see you Monday afternoon at some point. Who knows? Big up, everyone. Big up. Big up.
Adios, you guys. Adios. Bye.